Motor City, Detroit City.
What's up, fam? It's your girl Skip Gat Kicks, back with another review. I copped these. You can tell from the description what they are. I went to the mall this morning, and you can just kind of tell it was like the calm before the storm or the Space Jam 11. So it was pretty easy to cop. I decided that I was just going to not try to get them online and wait, and because, you know, people be stealing packages around this time of the year. But I was just going to get up and go to my mall and see if I can cop. I tried to get them from Finish Line to use my $20 reward card, but they were out of my size, so I just walked down to my kids' Foot Locker and they had them. So they saw me coming, they knew what I wanted, and they got them. I was in and out. So official name and colorway on this is the Air Jordan 9 Retro BG, white, true red, and black, and I got mine in a 5Y. I've been starting to go up to wear 5 more and more of my kicks, which is what should be my true size in these. So I wear a 6.5 in women's. I get this question a lot, so I'm taking the time to answer it. I wear a 6.5 in women's, and if you wear women's sizes, whatever your size is in women, you need to go down a size and a half. So that means that my true size in grade school should be a 5. Typically I wear 4.5, so a lot of my kicks are 4.5. That's just because I always used to like to wear my kicks so that they wouldn't crease and like to have that nice snug fit. But now that I'm wearing my shoes a lot more now, I feel like a 5 is a lot more comfortable. And in some shoes I go up a half a size. So like the 3s, I gotta do a 5.5 because them joints is tight. For 7s, I go down a half a size because they run pretty big. So you got to get a feel for it. But a good rule of thumb, if you want to make sure the shoe fits, if it's a shoe that you're buying from a reseller or from a place that you can't return them like Flight Club, just go down a size and a half if you whatever your women's size is. So hopefully that helps. Let's get into this shoe. So yeah, here it is. I know a lot of people passed on this shoe because the 2000, I think it was 2010, they released as well. And honestly, so even though this is like an OG, they gave it the OG treatment, you wouldn't notice the difference between this one and the 2010 pair just walking around in the street. So a lot of people who had the 2010 version decided to pass on these. I'm curious because I don't have a pair from 2010, what the black areas are like. So you can see in this one, they're kind of like, it's kind of sparkly, right? So it's kind of got a little bit of a shimmer look to it. Space Jam kind of theme, right? So I'm curious to know in that pair from 2010 if it's the same. My cousin has a pair, and if I remember correctly, it's not shimmery like this, but I don't know. Y'all tell me. And the reason why they call it OG is because it does have the Nike Air on the insole. So this is one thing that I was really looking for to see if they were going to play the grade school's sizes on this, because that's usually how we get played, but we actually got it. And again, not like anybody's going to see this where I got them on my feet, but for me, the only other pair of 9s that I had were the Statue 9s, Militia Green, and I actually ended up selling them. I wore them a few times, and I was just kind of like, okay, I got my wear out of them, and I decided to sell them. So I was really, when I found out that these were coming out, I absolutely had to have them. So I'm excited to have them because this is probably one of the only colorways that I really like in the 9. And you guys know me, I'm a sucker for OG treatment. Or OG colorways. The only other 9s that I like, actually I think I like all of them. So I really like the charcoal. So if they release them, I gotta get them. I'm kind of on the fence with the olives, but I will probably get them just so I can have a nice kind of like militia kind of colorway to go with other things. But I passed on the Kobe PE 9s. It just wasn't for me. So we'll see. But right now, this is the only pair of 9s in my collection, and I'm really happy to have them. The 9s, so if you think about some of the other colorways in Jordan, so like the 7s and the 8s have that kind of inner booty. I don't know what the men get, but for grade school, it's not really a full booty. It's just this back part here that's booty-like in the booty, if you will. Yeah, it doesn't go all the way through. It's just this back here where the pull tab is. But that's it. On the back, you got your red 23 along with the globe, the Jumpman and the globe. On the bottom, you got your red Jumpman. And then you have like, I guess this is like Chinese or different inscriptions. And I was told, or I've heard that the reason why they did that is because this is one of the first J's when Jordan was really going global, when he became a global superstar. So if you guys don't know, in China, the NBA and basketball stars are really, really big. So Kobe is huge in China, and Jordan was as well. And so my understanding is that that's the reason why they tried to put some of this inscription in the other languages on the bottom. It's kind of a shout out and an homage to the global effect that Jordan had in his career. You guys also don't know, these were, he wore these in the movie Space Jam. He didn't really hoop in them because this was right after he ended up retiring kind of unexpectedly after the death of his father. And he didn't really get to hoop in them, but he played baseball. They made a baseball cleat version of these or something similar that he could wear. So he never really actually played in these really in the NBA like that, not in his like prime. So there you go. Let me know if you guys cop. I know a lot of people passed because they had the other version, but like I said, I'm happy to have them. Stay tuned for the On Foot. After this is going to be Space Jams. I'm going to try to get the DB7s. I really want those. I'm also going to try to cop the Eris 11 or the Red Velvet or Velvet 11s, maroon. I just need to see them in hand. So I purchased the ones. I haven't done a review for them yet. But I want to see those 11s in hand, and I'll make a decision whether I'm going to really keep them or not. But I probably will. I'll see if I'll keep both. I really don't know. So that's it.